first awardee for the Lifetime Achievement Award. And we would like to present it first to Mr. Hiren Ved. The second name on the list is of Mr. Ramdev Agarwal, the chairman and co-founder of Motilal Oswal Financial Services. And on his behalf, we would request Mr. Akhil to come on stage and accept his award. Our third awardee, Mr. Sunil Singhania. I would like to invite on his behalf Mr. Vaibhav Chugh to accept the award. Our fourth awardee for the day, Mr. Bharat Shah. Please join us to felicitate Mr. Vikas Sachdev as well for our Lifetime Achievement Award. Please give a round of applause, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Karunya Rao, and I would love to welcome you all to the AIF and PMS Conclave 3.0, India's premier gathering for alternative investment professionals, fund managers, HNIs, family offices, and wealth advisors. I'll be your host for the day. Again, my name is Karunya Rao. So let's talk about the theme of today's function, today's conclave: India's economic rise from potential to global leadership. Could be easily a conference banner anywhere, and mean nothing really. But in this room, it means something very, very relevant and very, very specific. The capital being deployed by the people here, the decisions being made, the strategies being built, that is India's economic rise in real time. We've been hearing about India's potential for several years now. What's different now is that the potential conversation is finally giving way to a delivery conversation.
The total size of alternates, the AIF is now crossing beyond 10 lakh crores. So I remember when I started my career in mutual fund industry, and some of my bosses are sitting here, Mr. Nikhil Bagaria from Alchemy, I used to report into him. He taught me what is mutual fund during 2002-3 times, and that was the time when I started the career. We took 25 long years to reach to around 10 lakh crores of the size initially, and AIF in no time has crossed 12 lakh crores, the total asset under management, as I speak to you. So this is nothing but clearly an indication that HNIs like yourself or some of the family offices sitting in this room are clearly migrating.
When Nikhil from my office told me that, sir, you have to come here because you're getting a Lifetime Achievement Award, I quickly checked my email to figure out if I was fired. Because at least in Bollywood, you get a Lifetime Achievement Award when तुम्हारी नहीं चलती है कुछ.
IT sector currently a mispriced opportunity or a bottom fishing?
Okay, so your question, can be answered in two ways, right? If the belief is that AI can only help the business grow, then it's clearly a mispriced opportunity, which is not what I believe right now, right? But if the belief is that AI will only help in terms of efficiency of Indian IT companies to service their clients, then it's clearly a mispriced opportunity. But if the belief is that AI will fundamentally change how businesses operate, right? And then it will change how Indian IT companies need to modify their businesses from, say, number of employees into number of hours worked into the billing rate, moving from that kind of a business model to an outcome-driven business model where the company will go to a client and say that I will help you deploy AI so that you save $10 billion, of which you can give me $2 billion. If that is the case, and that's where I am veering towards, then it is a value trap as of now. We will have to wait for companies, various companies to evolve their business models to demonstrate that they can move to the second style of business. And if some company is able to prove that they are veering towards that, then yes, it could be a great opportunity. But right now, from whatever I understand, I think currently it looks like a value trap.
Post-COVID, our appetite to watch screens at, assuming a movie is made at 100 rupees, majority portion, right, 70 to, when you look at it, 70 to 90% of the cost recoverably is generally from non-theatrical. ये एक बड़ा source of revenue है. If you look at the amount of movies made in a year, roughly, 1800 movies are made, उसमें से 1200 का कुछ एक visibility होता है कि इसमें कैसे identify करना है. तो ये identification theme बहुत important, because at any point of time, every language has about 40 to 50 movies which always will have tremendous value on the non-theatrical.
I think the one single learning we should all get from him is the power of compounding, which he talks about across platforms. And power of compounding plays out over time. Power of compounding is a long-term game, and the most important thing about compounding is time. In my interaction with investors, a lot of emphasis and focus is put on 1-year performance, 2-year performance, 3-year performance. Equities will go through cycles of ups and downs. You have to remain invested for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, how much ever time you can invest. And then you will see that your crore rupees, how it compounds to 10 crores and then 100 crores and 1,000 crores. Some part of compounding I've learned, but he does it very, very intelligently. But if you just put 15% compounding, 5 years your money doubles. In 10 years it goes up 4 times. In 15 years it goes up 16, then 32. So typically in 30 years you can actually make 1,000 times, right? So put money for long term. Don't get carried away with short-term distraction. I think it's a perfect time because last 1 year has not been good. It's not been kind. People are not happy. Already we are seeing that the flows are coming down. A lot of people are taking their money out, and that's where you stop your your compounding machine. So his journey started early 80s with 12 lakh rupee of capital, and that 12 lakh rupees simply has compounded with incremental money which he kept investing for 40 odd years. Today would be some 4,000-5,000 odd crore rupees.
They said Hindustani dil kehta hai aur dikhao. So that is also something which, because today mutual funds do very well. But mutual fund has become a commoditized product, right? The last guy in the chain investing 100 rupees also invests in a mutual fund. And there are many people in this room who may be investing 100 crores and they might think that why am I investing where somebody with $100 is also investing?
12 years back in 2014, Ashish used to be CEO of Motilal Oswal. He collapsed his entire direct equity portfolio. He said that life is easy. You have great professional fund managers. You don't have to sweat about tracking 200 companies individually and then deciding what to buy, when to buy, what to sell. So you have a few fund managers, they're doing the job. All you have to do is sit back, relax, and ask questions to them in terms of what the performance has been, right? Your own portfolio you must experiment, decide an allocation, but track how you are doing versus markets and how you are doing versus professional fund managers.
Sunil is known for his investments and what he has done. But when you meet him in person, the biggest value he gives is to relationship. So he said that I'm known for compounding of returns, but my success is because of compounding of my relationships. People who were with him 30 years back, they still continue to be part of his circle. क्या म्यूचुअल फंड में अल्फा बीटा गामा ये सब का बात होता है, but ultimately we are in the business of trust. If we can't manage our relationships and day-to-day activities properly, everything cannot follow. In fact, Abacus का अगर आप tagline भी पढ़ोगे, that is believe in the basics. So not only in investments that you have to keep things simple, but even day-to-day operations. And बोला life इतना simple है, we only complicate it. Let us try to work hard to keep things simple.
तो 5 years में निफ्टी एसएमई के इंडेक्स ने 751% मतलब 7.5 करोड़ अपार्ट फ्रॉम द प्रिंसिपल 7.5 करोड़ का रिटर्न दिया है. वहीं स्मॉल कैप ने 150% मतलब 1.5 करोड़ और निफ्टी 50 मतलब लार्ज कैप ने 87% मीन्स 87 लाख रुपीस का रिटर्न दिया है। और 7.5 करोड़ में और 87 लाख में मोर देन 6 करोड़ 60 लाख का डिफरेंस है, 6.5 करोड़ से भी ज़्यादा का डिफरेंस है। ऑलरेडी 8 टाइम्स की बात कर रहे हैं हम। सो इन जस्ट मैटर ऑफ 5 years SMEs ने 5 गुना ज़्यादा रिटर्न दिए हैं स्मॉल कैप से। अगेन कंपेलिंग रीजन वाई वी शुड कंसिडर SMEs फॉर इन्वेस्टिंग। BSE SME के इंडेक्स ने लास्ट 5 साल में 133% का CAGR रिटर्न दिया।
Then we have the robust digital infrastructure. I think the way we have set up the whole digital infrastructure. Then you have the corporate productivity. I think corporates are doing quite well. The balance sheets are more leaner and cleaner. And the last point is sustained earning growth. If you look at slowly, the earnings are coming back. And these are the pillars I would like to say that overall as an economy for next 5 to 10 years, how it's taking shape. So here I would like to bring attention that what are changing in consumption. The most important thing what is changing is premiumization. I think there's a lot of spend which is happening in tier 2 and tier 3. Overall, the upgradation cycle is going to be very, very strong. The third mantra is active rebalancing. I think gone are the days where we're talking about buy and hold. Right? A lot of times people talk about long-term investing. But at a time today we have to look at is how do we also create alpha for us, because the markets are moving up again, coming down for so many reasons. I think can we use volatility to our advantage? The answer is yes. What are there, especially for next 5 to 10 years, how India is going to behave?
Wealth and the money that you make out of investing liberates you from the tyranny of something that you may not like to do, but you have to do to earn your spurs. It actually allows you to do what you love. And when every individual passionately is fulfilling what they love, that is the greatest contribution that the wealth which is created serves. And even a bigger gift that wealth gives is the gift of the time.
Now, how many people in this room have an Apple phone? हाथ उठाइए। तो काफ़ी लोगों के पास Apple phone है यार। By the way, if Apple was listed in India, Apple India listed होती, तो इंडिया के टॉप 5 कंपनीज की मार्केट कैप होती। इस कमरे में कितने लोग माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का सॉफ्टवेयर यूज़ करते हैं? ज़रा हाथ उठाइए। By the way, Microsoft was listed in India. Microsoft India, मैं Microsoft अमेरिका की बात नहीं कर रहा। Microsoft इंडिया के प्रॉफिट्स इतने बड़े हैं, अगर Microsoft निफ्टी के PE में आप लिस्ट कर देते हैं, निफ्टी PE का और Microsoft PE में ज़्यादा अंतर नहीं है, अगर आप Microsoft इंडिया को लिस्ट कर देते, it would be comfortably India's largest company by market cap. Your entire cost of living keeps rising every time the rupee gives up value like it has done in the last 10 years. But yeah, your and my life is as American as a person sitting in New York, right?
How will you describe the mindset of the Indian investor right now?
Confused. I think more matured than it was before.
Okay, that's a very long one word, but okay, got it.
Looking to go global यार, दुनिया इंतजार कर रही है हमारे लिए।
The most overhyped investment theme globally right now, Manoj?
AI.
Aman?
Gold.
Gold, okay, nice. Yeah.
Clean tech.
First of all, I'd like to, I feel like this is an Oscar award thing, but I'll just say, thanks to friends and family, and friends which have become family like Vikas Agarwal. Second thing is, मैंने देखा list of people who are nominated, and I think मेरे जो कुछ हद तक imposter syndrome हो रहा है. Imposter syndrome ये होता है कि आपको लगता है कि आप यहाँ belong नहीं करते हैं, तो it feels a little surreal, and I think it is sheer luck that I'm standing here and receiving this award on their behalf. India is a land in which dreams come true, so I'm extremely lucky to have been part of this industry and to grow up. नाम लाइफ-टाइम अचीवमेंट अवार्ड है, लेकिन आप लोगों को शायद पता होगा कि वॉरेन बफेट का सबसे बड़ा वेल्थ क्रिएशन 60 साल के बाद हुआ था। मैं तो अभी तक 60 का भी नहीं हुआ। ओके, तो अभी पिक्चर बाकी है दोस्त, बट थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दिस अवार्ड। थैंक यू सर।